The chaos of that summer afternoon in our Massachusetts home still haunts me in quiet moments. I remember the exact instant everything shattered. I was standing at the kitchen sink, hands slick with dish soap, when the world narrowed to a pinprick. My chest seized like a vice grip tightening around my lungs. Voices swirled around me, cousins laughing in the backyard, Uncle Marcus calling for more burgers, Aunt Victoria's sharp commands slicing through the air like accusations. "Sophia, the napkins. Where are the extra napkins?" Victoria's voice cut through, her manicured fingers tapping impatiently on the doorframe. She eyed me with that familiar mix of judgment and satisfaction, as if my struggle was just another performance. I tried to answer, but each word scraped against a throat that felt lined with sandpaper. "Hall closet. Top shelf." My voice came out thin, barely audible. The pressure in my chest had been building for days, but today it crested into something terrifying. I gripped the counter, knuckles white, willing myself to stay upright. The room tilted slightly, the familiar sense of grilled meat and potato salad turning sour in my nostrils. Emma appeared at my side, her nurse's scrubs still on from her shift at Boston General. "Sophia, you're pale as a ghost."
"Sit down."
"Please." Concern etched her face. But before I could respond, Dad's voice boomed from the living room. "She's fine."
"Emma."
"We've got 40 people here expecting a proper barbecue. This isn't the time for theatrics." Michael Bennett, my father, had always spoken in declarations, the kind that ended discussions before they started. He'd built his contracting business from scratch, turning blueprints into steel and concrete empires. And he expected the same unyielding toughness from his daughters. Weakness was a foreign language in our house. I pushed through, stacking plates with trembling hands. The ache in my left calf throbbed in rhythm with my heartbeat, a deep, persistent burn I'd ignored for over a week. "Just stress," I'd told myself each morning while climbing the stairs to the apartment above the garage. "You're being dramatic again." Those words weren't mine. They were echoes of years of training. A dish slipped from my fingers and shattered on the tile. The crash echoed like a gunshot. "For God's sake." "Sophia," Dad snapped, pushing into the kitchen. "First you're moving like molasses. Now you're breaking things. What's gotten into you?" I opened my mouth to explain, the burning in my chest, the way air felt too thick to pull in, but my throat closed to a pinhole. My hands flew to my chest, clawing uselessly. Vision grayed at the edges, black creeping in like storm clouds rolling over the Atlantic. I sank to my knees among the shards, glass biting into my palms but registering only distantly. "Another episode," Victoria announced loudly, ensuring cousins in the next room heard. "Remember Thanksgiving when she swore she had that stomach bug, right when we needed help cleaning?" Always convenient timing. Emma's voice rose, frightened. "This isn't fake. Look at her. Her lips are turning blue."
"Dad."
"We need 911 now." Dad hesitated, that first flicker of uncertainty crossing his weathered face. "She just needs to calm down. Sophia, quit faking it and get up. You're embarrassing the whole family." Those words, "quit faking it," hung heavy as my body betrayed me completely. Fingernails shifted to dusky purple. My chest stopped rising effectively, burning with acid fire. Uncle Marcus pushed forward. "Michael." The girl struggling to breathe. "This looks real." Victoria started again. She's always been the dramatic one, but Emma cut her off with raw fury. "She's dying."
"Can't you see?"
"Her color's gone. Pulse is racing then fading." Emma's phone was out, fingers shaking as she dialed. "This is 142 Oak Lane, Lexington. My sister can't breathe. Lips blue. Barely conscious. Hurry." The last thing I saw was Dad's face, real fear cracking his stoic mask, as I collapsed fully onto the cold floor. Sirens wailed distantly as blackness swallowed me whole. In that moment, I wondered if this was how it ended, fighting for air while the people who should love me most debated my authenticity. Growing up in the Bennett household taught hard lessons about strength. Mom passed when I was 8, leaving Emma at 6 and me under Dad's iron rule. Michael Bennett believed vulnerability was a luxury we couldn't afford. His contracting firm demanded resilience, so did his parenting. At 10, I crashed my bike, gravel embedding deep in my knee, limping home in tears. I expected comfort. Instead, Dad glanced up from blueprints. Clean it yourself and stop the waterworks. It's a scratch. Victoria, who inserted herself more after Mom's death, chimed in, "Your mother spoiled you too much. Toughen up." Sophia. Infection set in. By the time Dad relented and took me to urgent care, antibiotics and debridement were necessary. The doctor pressed, "Why wait so long?" Dad shrugged. "Kids exaggerate." This pattern repeated relentlessly. At 13, a twisted ankle from gym class went untreated for a week on Dad's insistence I was overreacting. It worsened to a severe sprain. The orthopedic surgeon's lecture fell on deaf ears as Dad rolled his eyes. The pneumonia at 17 nearly ended me. Fever, chills, rattling cough. Dad sent me to school anyway. Victoria proclaimed at family dinner I was dodging AP exams for attention. Remember her so-called migraines? Only when chores called. I collapsed in class. ER x-rays showed severe pneumonia. Another day untreated could have been fatal. Dad arrived muttering about my tendency to overreact. The doctor's sharp rebuke. She could have died. This isn't drama, it's negligence. Even then, blame shifted to me. Why hadn't I insisted harder? Victoria visited to lecture. Making yourself worse for sympathy is manipulative. I learned silence. Painful periods? Hid in the bathroom. Shellfish reaction causing hives? Excused myself quietly. College stress migraines with vision spots? Suffered alone. Emma, studying nursing, was my secret lifeline. She'd sneak ice packs, check vitals during breaks, promising one day I'd escape and find listeners. But the damage rooted deep. I doubted every ache, interrogating myself. Overreacting?
Dramatic?
Inventing it? College in Boston brought freedom. Communications degree led to a marketing role at a downtown firm. Colleagues believed me. Flu meant rest without scorn. Bosses valued input. My Cambridge apartment with brick walls and sunlight felt like rebirth. Therapy with Dr. Rivera unpacked the gaslighting. Your family minimized your reality. It warps self-trust. Then the economy crumbled. Layoffs hit in waves. My severance evaporated amid flooded job market. After months of rejections, reality forced the call home. Dad's response dripped satisfaction. Knew that city job wouldn't stick. Garage apartments open if you pull your weight. Victoria thinks it's enabling weakness. But you're still family. Emma was the light. Helping unpack. She whispered, "Temporary. I've missed you." The 1970s wood-paneled space depressed, but beat homelessness. Dad assigned tasks immediately. Painting, weeding, organizing, each with commentary on my soft office life needing real work. Victoria inspected unannounced, sighing over dust. All that education wasted. Some aren't cut for success. I slipped into old silence. Symptoms hidden. Unemployment delays panicked privately. Insomnia from stress suffered alone. Boston friends' texts faded as explaining family dynamics grew exhausting. Dad declared in May, Victoria's planning July reunion. I'd execute food.
Setup.
Coordination as my job. No discussion. Emma tried advocating. But Dad shut it down. She has time. Doubt crept back. Maybe I was weak. My Boston success a fluke. Journaling from therapy captured it. I'm vanishing. Piece by piece. Prophetic words. Preparations consumed me. Victoria's detailed binder rivaled wedding planning. Calling relatives for forgotten dietary needs while she critiqued my tone. By mid-June, stares winded me unnaturally. Costco runs left me leaning on shelves. Chest pressure mounting. Dad noted my slow pace mockingly. Desk job ruined you. Calf ache deepened. Worsening nights. Compression socks from pharmacy helped little, but complaining invited ridicule. Emma spotted the limp. How long? Swollen. I deflected amid potato salad debates. Wednesday before reunion. Concrete weight pressed my chest in shower. Breathing labored consciously. Grocery drive required pullovers. Heat blamed, but denial cracked. Thursday's final inspection brought Victoria, with clipboard aggression. Redo the vegetable tray, carrots uneven. And you look awful. Trying it all. Each slice required focus as room swayed. Fingers tingled. Nails pale. Attributed to fatigue. Friday at 5 a.m. Emma found me on kitchen floor surrounded by buns. Couldn't sleep. I lied. Though dizziness force-sitting. She checked pulse. Over 120 sitting. Breathing rapid. Bluish lips. Medically wrong. Sophia. Stress blamed. Dad's coffee query and Victoria's arrival silenced deeper talk. Tomorrow after reunion, I promised. Emma's eyes knew Carter House tomorrow never arrived. Saturday dawned humid. House filling early. Up since 4 a.m. Setting tables. Chairs, each lawn crossing like wet cement. Legs heavy. Gray spots dancing vision constantly. Dad barked drink orders, I hauled ice. Stopping frequently. Cousins arrived. Kids chaotic. Marcus joked I looked like death. Victoria directed kitchen like general. Potato salads out precisely 15 minutes. Fix your miserable face. Lunch impossible, swallowing monumental against breathing struggle. Food pushed around as Victoria commented loudly. Weight watching? Or another phase? Emma defended. Bringing water. Chest pain radiated to left arm post-lunch. Kitchen dishes next. Hot water swelled hands, sausage-like. Dropped third, plate shattered. Dad reddened. Get it together. Pain exploded center stage. Lungs squeezed mercilessly. Doubled over. Clawing shirt. Doing it again, Victoria proclaimed. Childhood attention ploy. Can't breathe, gasped whisper against blood roar. Vision tunneled black. Stop faking, Dad commanded. Tried standing to prove otherwise, legs buckled. Knees cracking tile. Arguments erupted. Victoria manipulation claims. Dad anger uncertainty mix. Uncle Marcus safety suggestion. Others shielding kids from acting. Center. Me suffocating. Breath faucet turning off slowly. Emma sobbed. Please, Daddy.
Call.
Dad uncertain. Fine. But if fake. Blackness complete. EMTs stormed like saviors. Lead paramedic. Gray-haired veteran. Assessed instantly. Space. Oxygen sat 72%. Respiratory failure. Critical. Victoria started protest. Cut off sharply. Niece in failure. Move. Efficient. Mask. For.
Gurney.
Possible P. Transport now. Ambulance blur. Dropping pressure alarms. Meds. Hospital call ahead. Emma Road. Gripping hand. Stay with me. Her tears betrayed gravity. ER trauma. Young doctor questioned Emma on symptoms timeline. Leg pain noted week prior. Sheet pulled revealed swollen calf double size. Ultrasound. CT angiostat. Whirlwind tests. Ultrasound neutral face hid massive DVT calf to thigh. CT confirmed multiple large pulmonary emboli blocking lung arteries.
DR.
Harrison gathered family in conference. Bilateral emboli with right heart strain. Clots blocking lung arteries. Heart overworking. Close call. Dad weak protest. Young. Healthy. Harrison. Clots don't discriminate. Birth control? Immobility? Recent stress? Victoria. Unemployed. Sitting around. Emma snapped. Working nonstop reunion prep on feet. Stressed. You ignored signs. Harrison darkened. Symptomatic week minimum. If hours longer. Different talk. Lucky alive. ICU monitors beeped reassuringly. Family visible through glass. Dad head in hands. Victoria pacing phoning. Others shocked. Emma never left. Held through IVC filter insertion. Advocated fiercely. Suggested family meeting. Emma insisted all attend. They need to hear what they almost caused. Next morning. Conference room crowded. Wheelchair bound with oxygen.
DR.
Harrison projected CT. Dark blockage areas. Not drama. Life-threatening emergency ignored. Suffocating internally. Heart double rate compensating. Who noticed symptoms? Emma raised hand. Victoria. Complains constantly. I erupted. Name one time last month. Didn't when leg hurt 2 weeks. Breathing failed stairs. Chest crushed. Because always dramatic.
Weak.
Attention-seeking. Listed history. Infected knee walked weak. Pneumonia near death dismissed cold. Ignored pains lifelong. Refusal believe almost killed me. Lily, Emma, called despite you. We'd plan funeral. Silence. Grandmother. Michael. Tried stop ambulance. Dad reddened. False alarms before. Real every time. Verified medically. False your perception. Harrison. Months recovery. Thinner's 6+ months. Cardiac rehab. Stress reduction crucial. Dad. Lives with us we care. Me firm. No. Never again put life your hands. Shown worth, less than pride. Rightness. Emma, stays with me. Nurse. Monitor. Uncle Marcus guilt. Sorry, knew wrong. Didn't challenge. Victoria gathered purse. Ridiculous. Overreacting. Harrison cold. Nearly fatal emboli aren't proportion blown. They are. Grandmother took hand. Didn't know treatment. Now you do. Ended uncomfortable quiet. Wheeled back. Heard Victoria hallway spinning narrative. Wrong this fracture honest. Irreversible. 6 months later. My Hartford one-bedroom glowed with reclaimed life. Boston photos. Diploma. Non-profit certificates reminding who I was pre-garage erosion. Clots dissolved via thinners. Lungs breathed freely again. Video therapy with DR. Rivera rebuilt self-trust. New role at patient advocacy nonprofit felt purposeful, turning pain to impact. Boss prioritized health. Appointment?
Go.
Yours first. Victoria voicemails accused family tearing vindictiveness, deleted. Showed at Emma's once. Sister threatened police. Silence followed. Dad's letter acknowledged. Mom's loss fueled fear. Strength mistaken for denial. Failed you. Kept it. Response pending. Family split. Uncle Marcus. Aunt Marie reached regularly admitting guilt. Grandmother weekly calls healed. Some cousins supported. Others Victoria lined called dramatic still. Triumph at grocery. Overheard Victoria retelling, blown proportion destroying family. Turned. Still that story.
Aunt.
Showed phone CT photo. Copy for audiences? Nothing almost killed me. Companion shifted uncomfortable. Victoria. Unnecessary. Agreed. Unnecessary lie. Diminish. Continue pattern. Turn to apples. Nice day. Lily, Emma. Reported complaints followed. But narrative shifted, records. Nurse accounts undeniable. Best freedom, trusting body. Symptoms prompted doctor promptly. No second guess. Push through. Emma Thursday dinners. Cook. Bad TV. Talk deep. Dated kind nurse who believed her words. Learn from you, not accept dismissal. Spring balcony.
T.
Deep easy breaths. Dad text. Saw promotion. Proud. Replied. Thanks. Proud of me too. Survived not just clots. 27 years gaslight. Spoke conference room. Chose self over harmony. Built life, pain mattered. Voice heard. Kitchen floor girl fighting air amid authenticity, debate felt distant lifetime. Nearly died to live truly. Difference profound. Story revelation. Truth asserts despite minimization. Survive.
Speak.
Refuse disbelief. Breathe spring air. Smiled, alive believably. Undeniably. Yet question lingers. How many suffer silenced? Believing pain unreal until too late? Family love demand belief. Or enable harm. Post-meeting. Hospital discharge planning emphasized support needs. Emma's apartment became sanctuary. Guest room converted with medical supplies. Easy monitoring. First nights. Nightmares of collapsing replayed. Emma's calm presence grounded. Physical therapy started slow. Short walks rebuilding stamina. Breathing exercises countering residual strain. Blood thinners required careful diet. No sudden vitamin K shifts from greens. Cardiac rehab monitored heart under stress, revealing subtle weaknesses from event. Therapy unpacked deeper. Childhood incidents reframed not personal weakness, but systemic invalidation.
Dr.
Rivera guided journaling prompts exploring anger. Grief over lost trust. Your body signaled. Mind trained override. Job search remote initially. Leveraging Boston network. Nonprofit interview highlighted story advocacy angle. Hiring emphasized lived experience value in patient rights work. Victoria attempts reconciliation superficial. Holiday cards ignoring core issues. Ignored. Dad visits tentative first awkward coffee discussing letter. Admitted construction pressures mirrored emotional rigidity. Progress slow. Boundaries firm. No living together. Health topics respected. Family gatherings shifted smaller. Excluding Victoria initially. Uncle Marcus hosted neutral barbecues where apologies flowed genuine, cousins sharing witness shock. Vowing better support. Emma's protectiveness shown. Screening calls. Accompanying appointments. Relationship with her partner modeled healthy communication. Listening without judgment. Milestone. First unassisted long walk park. Lungs expanding fully without panic. Marked journal. Body mine again. Work integrated advocacy training. Workshops on medical gaslighting recognition. Empowering others share stories safely. Felt full circle. Pain forged purpose. 6 months skin clear, clots gone. Heart stable. Celebrated quietly with Emma. Toasting survival. Yet echoes remained. Grocery encounters with extended relatives brought micro-confrontations, some defensive, others reflective. Truth spread gradually via shared records. Question ethics, familial loyalty versus individual safety. When denial risks life, love demands accountability. My stand modeled boundary, ripple effect subtle. Emma advocated patience fiercer. Cousins checked symptoms seriously. Recovery wasn't linear. Setbacks like minor bleeds from thinners tested resolve. Each navigated with self-trust strengthened. New apartment lease signed independently. Symbolizing autonomy. Decorated walls Boston mementos alongside new advocacy plaques. Dad's occasional proud texts accepted cautiously. Actions over words measured ongoing. Final reflection in file builds toward closure. Nearly fatal event catalyzed revolution where pain validated. Voice amplified. Not revenge, reclamation. Spring fully arrived, Connecticut adjacent Hartford. Balcony ritual solidified routine. Deep inhales filled healed lungs completely. No phantom pressure. Phone buzzed, dad text promotion, congratulations. Reply affirmed, self-pride first. Triumph grocery not isolated, pattern emerged. Old dismissals met calm facts. Photos. Records. Victoria's narrative lost traction as family witnessed medical reality. Best new life aspect, bodily autonomy. Aches addressed promptly, no internal interrogation. Freedom profound. Emma dinners evolved, discussing futures. Her nursing advancements. My advocacy cases helping patients navigate disbelief. Her relationship thrived on mutual belief foundation. Your experience taught boundaries matter. One evening balcony. Tea steaming. Pondered broader implications. How many dismissed until crisis? Family bonds tested truth-telling. Love requires seeing pain real or risks fracture. My arc. Kitchen collapse to empowered advocate. Girl doubted self became woman demanded recognition. Survival dual physical, psychological. No full reconciliation sought, peace internal. Dad letter kept as reminder growth possible, not guaranteed. Family division honest. Supporters engaged meaningfully, deniers distanced healthily. Closing thought left lingering, in denying others pain. What do we lose? Authenticity. Connection. Potentially lives. My story whispers, believe. Listen.
Act.
Pain real, voices matter, deserve belief. Breathe, spring deeply. Smiled alive. Revelation complete.